Hey TikTok, come with your favorite girlie on her first ever Carnival cruise to Ensenada, Mexico from the ports of Long Beach. So yes, this is me getting ready in the morning, the day of, which was Friday, and it was a 3-day cruise to Ensenada, Mexico. So we would leave from Long Beach to the middle of the water, from the middle of the water to Ensenada, Mexico, back to Long Beach. So it's kind of like a 4-day, but it's really just 3 full days on the ship. And it was not bad at all. I think for the room that we shared was maybe under $1,700, so it wasn't too bad. But and yes, you can go on a cruise without having your passport. It's faster if you have your passport, but you can most definitely go without having your passport. And why I didn't realize that, I packed everything until the day of, and I wasn't gonna unpack. So y'all will see me only put on face lotion, so don't talk mess, okay? But it's okay, because I'm a natural face baddie. Ew. But okay, let's keep going. So I will do a tutorial on my eyebrows, because I know a lot of people ask me about it, but if I was to do it right here, y'all would be so confused. So I only did half my under eyebrow just to show y'all like a little teaser, you feel me? But this is the full look. I'm gonna pop on my lashes and I'm gonna do my hair. And I kind of didn't like my hair, but everybody else thought it was cute, so it is what it is. So boom, that's what I look like. And of course I wore my tequila shirt, you feel me? So this is us actually loading on to Carnival Radiance and getting there. That's half of my family, the other half is in the back. And as soon as you walk onto the ship, they greeted you with drinks, and we walked into our room. And of course our room had a bathroom. We had 2 beds. You can have the option of putting them together. We had a balcony, a refrigerator, and a television with no Wi-Fi. So please get your Wi-Fi package if you need it, for sure. But actually the balcony was really big for it to be on a cruise boat. I thought it was gonna be actually really small, but it was really cool. So after we checked in, we went to go get a little light lunch because we had dinner right after. So I tried a jambalaya rice. The buffet is not all that, just to be honest. It's good some days, but not all the time. But yeah, so we went to the sail-away party for a little bit because we had to go back to our room to get ready for dinner. And dinner was at 5:30, and we ate together every night. So they had different things on the menu every night. Some stuff was good, some stuff was bad, but customer service was amazing. Okay, y'all, this is day 2 of our cruise. We are currently, it's like almost about like 9:30, and we are currently about to go eat the buffet. So I'm gonna try to record a little bit for y'all so y'all can see what the buffet looked like. But last night the water wasn't too bad. I had a little bit of like motion sickness because but we're currently like just sitting in the water. I'll actually show y'all that. So we're currently just sitting at sea. So we have a full day at sea, and then tomorrow morning we'll be in Mexico. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all that. So this was our second day at sea. I didn't get to record a lot, but we are in Ensenada, Mexico. So this is us loading off of it. There go baby Sky. Hi Sky. And we were in Ensenada, and we went to go travel. So Ensenada was very nice. We did go get a $4 pass to go back and forth to downtown Ensenada, and it was really fun. The vibes were there. We were able to get a couple of little gifts, as well as in the tacos and enchiladas and stuff like that, and of course a drink. You know, your girl had to have at least one. But yes, this is an Ensenada. And then we came back to an adorable duck on our bed. I did go to Deal or No Deal that same night after we left Ensenada, and it was really fun. And then we had our sail-away last dinner because we were coming back home, and it was pretty fun. My mom had fun, even though she's smacking in this camera. But yeah, so we had so much fun that night because it was our last party. It felt like we were losing our friends on the boat because our dinner party was just so amazing. Like, our server, she was so nice. She was so sweet. She told us that she worked 7 months straight and she's only off 2. So we had to leave her a nice little tip because she was so amazing. But everyone pretty much had fun, like, within the restaurant. It was a lot of different things to do on there. Of course, the kids were able to go to a kids club. They do have an 18 and older club. They have arcades, a casino, everything that you can think of. It was so fun, and I had an amazing time with my family. At the end of this video, I'll give you like a couple of pros and cons of each thing, and I'll make that separate video. But look at my cousin, y'all. Like, what is he doing? He was so lit off of them tequila shots. 15 shots and was still standing. and I'm the only person that was not standing, okay, because I was over it. But my sister was turned too. Look at her. But we had so much fun. This is the last night. Y'all, and then I ended the night with a comedy tour, and I didn't even show y'all the comedy tour. I feel so bad, but y'all at least get to see this man turn in the audience, because he was most definitely turned in the audience. And the comedy show was like an 8 out of 10. It was cool, but look at him, period. Okay, y'all, so I totally forgot to do the pros and cons. So one thing, well, I'll just give you like a little pointers and little tips. So most definitely I would say it's probably better, most definitely, to do your research on the cruise that you're going on, so you can kind of know what excursions, just because we did kind of wait to the last minute, the day of, kind of sort of, to try to book an excursion, and we weren't not able to book an excursion because we woke up like super late. So that is one thing I will say to like try to do beforehand if you want to do an excursion in Mexico. You don't need your passport, as I mentioned, to do any type of excursions, as long as you are with the Carnival crew, and then as long as you have your room key with you. So that was one bonus about traveling with Carnival. Okay, so another tip that I would give you guys is most definitely look on Amazon for any like cruise essentials, just because I'll try to drop a picture, but I was able to find something that had like hooks, because there is no like places to hang up your stuff. Well, regardless, like your purses and stuff like that, you can put them in a closet, but there's no place for you to physically like hang it up in your room. But it came with hooks, it came with 2 beach towel holders, so when you're on the boat, if you go to the pool, like the towel holders will just make sure your towels doesn't fly away if you're traveling or if it gets windy. It came with 2 lanyards with like the pullable thingy for the key card, so I was able to put that in there. So we wore it the day of Ensenada, but we also just had it just because walking around, your key card pretty much is everything. That is your debit card, your credit card, that's your room key, that's your identification on the boat, so you want to make sure that you have it at all times. And it also came with something else. Oh, it came with our charger. So on the cruise boat, it's really like only 2 or 3. Like, I will say that because we got on Carnival Radiance, they did have like ports where you can plug in your C-type charger and your USB, but they didn't have like a lot of sections where you can plug in. So we did get an adapter piece, but it has to be a non-surge adapter piece, so that did come in the package. So we were able to like charge multiple things at once and still have other ports available. So yeah, I will give you that tip. Okay, so a con. If you don't get the Wi-Fi package, the Carnival does have free Wi-Fi to only access their app, so you can see what's going on throughout the day. But if you don't purchase their Wi-Fi package, I would say check through your carrier, because sometimes the carrier is a little bit cheaper. It's just that when you do go through your carrier may charge you like $20 a day to $30 a day. But my uncle, he did do the one through his carrier and ended up still having to buy the Wi-Fi package through Carnival because it still wasn't working, and that was AT&T. And then I know for Verizon, they were still going to charge you even if somebody decided to call you or decided to do anything. So if you were to go get the Wi-Fi package, I got it for one day. It was $30, and I think it was truly worth it because it was just 24 hours and I was able to like access all the stuff. The only thing I will say I was not able to access, which sucked, was like any movie streaming apps. So that was kind of weird that I purchased the Wi-Fi and I wasn't able to stream anything, because I guess they don't want you watching nothing, girl. I will say this, be prepared if you plan like during the time that there is a lot of kids out of school. It will be a lot of kids. I know, like, we were up late night and there was a lot of kids roaming the boat, so even though they do have that type of like, I guess, policy where kids can't be out after a certain hour. A lot of parents was lit. A lot of parents allowed their kids to go with their older siblings, and they was just roaming the boat for real. Like they were everywhere you turn, like everywhere you turn. So just be prepared. If you wanted to have like more of a silence cruise, I would say probably Carnival is not going to be your route. Maybe like the Virgin Voyage, because I know that's only 18 and older. Or I would most definitely say book a time where like a lot of kids are in school, or it's like prime sessions of school, so like September, maybe October, possibly like a April. But just make sure you check the weather, because weather determines your cruise. Okay, another thing that I wanted to tell you guys, because a lot of people tell me you couldn't bring cash. You can most definitely bring cash on the Carnival cruise. If you decide that you just want to bring cash and load it, they do have the ATMs on the boat. They don't charge you anything. You just put in your key card, and then you can put that you want to add money, and you put how much money you want to add, and just put the money in the kiosk. And that was one way that I did it for a lot of the time, just because I lost service and I wasn't able to transfer funds. But also, when you go play at the casino, you are able to just take the money like that you win in the casino, or put the money in the machine, and if you win any money, they give you money back. So win-win situation. But I will say, if you do that option, make sure that you spend everything that's on your card, or if you're going to get a refund, wake up early enough in the morning before everybody leaves to get off of the Carnival cruise, because everybody's gonna be rushing to try to go get their refunds, especially like people with their gratuity fees and stuff like that. People was taking that stuff back. So just make sure you wake up early in the morning if you're gonna do that. Okay, so last tip that I'm gonna give you guys most definitely is very important to me. I most definitely will say, when you are about to leave off or like unload the boat, the night before, they do ask if anybody would like to get their bags picked up. I would highly suggest that you do get your bags picked up. So I know my aunt was saying like, oh, you just want to take your bags because when you're ready to go, you ain't got to wait on your bags. But trust me, I would have waited for my bags, because it was a horror story trying to get off the boat. So just imagine everybody at one time trying to get off the boat, trying to walk downstairs. They have kids, they have strollers, they have everything that we have, and they are all being so rude about like letting people on, trying to get down. It took us a very long time for us to get off of the floor that we were on. We were on floor 7, and I literally, me and my sister had to go all the way up to like floor 11, all the way back down to floor 3, and then to the bottom floor, just to unload, just because a lot of people were being rude. A lot of people were not letting anybody else on, and they were always full. Every elevator that opened was extremely full, and they do shut off 2 elevators. So I would say have them come grab your bags the night before and just pack up everything and anything that you need like that same day. I would just put it in my carry-on, because it was extremely hard trying to get off of the floor that we were on to get to the floor to check out as we were walking out the Carnival cruise boat. Just because it was it was really extremely hard. Like, I would never do it again. A lot of people did that, and when you walk out to like go back on into the dome at the Long Beach port, at least they put your bags right there, so you can literally walk straight, and then you can go find your bags. They'll help you find your bags, and then you can just walk to the exit and be done with that. So that was one thing I strongly encourage. Me and my sister most definitely said we would never ever do it again, especially because my sister was pulling her luggage, and then I was pulling my luggage, and it was like no open hands, and it was too much. And my sister had a stroller, so it was just like, it was really a lot. So that is one key thing that I will tell you. Another star bonus is that if you owe anything and your debit is on there or your credit card is on there, they will automatically charge you. But if you owe money and you were the one that was loading the money to the card, just call them when you get off the cruise boat. Just call them. It is so much easier, because customer service lines be wrapped around the whole entire floor. And when you call them the next day, or you call them a little bit later, you can just tell them that you had some fees on your charge, like on your card, that you wanted to just go ahead and pay them, and then you can just pay them via the debit card or credit card. Is so much easier, y'all. So yes, but thank you for tuning into my video, and I will catch y'all on the next adventure that I go on.